The buzz of the tattoo needle feels like home now. 3 hours in, and the familiar sting across my ribs has faded to a dull throb that matches my heartbeat. Emma squeezes my hand, her silver rings cool against my sweaty palm. "You're insane, Sandra," she says, grinning. "I can't believe you're getting something this big for your first." I squeeze back, grateful she's here. The cherry blossom branches spreading across my side represent everything I want to become, something beautiful growing from broken places. After the year I've had, I need this reminder permanently etched into my skin. At least I'm not getting someone's name, I tease, thinking of the tiny cursive Michael she got last summer, now covered by a butterfly. That's like relationship suicide. Emma laughs, but something flickers in her eyes. God, don't remind me. Live and learn, right? The artist, Dave, wipes away excess ink, revealing another delicate branch. Looking good. Maybe 20 more minutes. I close my eyes, letting the rhythmic buzz wash over me. Emma's been my rock through everything. The promotion I almost sabotaged from anxiety, the disaster with Chris, even those weeks I could barely leave my apartment. She's the sister I never had, the one person who sees all my mess and stays anyway. "Remember when we promised we'd never get tattoos?" Emma's voice is soft, nostalgic. "Freshman year, drinking that awful boxed wine in your dorm? You broke that promise first," I remind her. 3 times now. 4, actually. She shifts in her chair, tugging at her crop top. "Got a new one last week." "What? Where?" I try to sit up, but Dave gently pushes me back down. "Stay still," he warns. "Almost done." Emma's cheeks flush slightly. "It's kind of private. I'll show you later." Something in her tone makes my stomach twist, but I brush it off. Emma's always been impulsive with tattoos. It's probably another butterfly or something equally basic. Dave finishes up, and I finally get to see the full piece in the mirror. It's perfect, delicate yet strong, just like I'm trying to be. Emma helps me snap a photo, then carefully applies the protective film while Dave gives aftercare instructions. "Let's celebrate," Emma declares once we're outside. "Drinks at Murphy's. I'll text Andrew to meet us." My stomach flutters at my boyfriend's name. Dating my best friend's brother should have been weird, but it just works. Andrew grounds me in a different way than Emma does. He's steady where she's spontaneous, calm where she's chaos. Together they make me feel whole. "Actually, can we rain check? I should probably get home and rest." The adrenaline is wearing off, leaving me drained. "Tell Andrew I'll call him tomorrow." Emma's smile falters for a split second. "Yeah, of course. Get some sleep, babe. I'm so proud of you for doing this." We hug goodbye, and I wince as her arm brushes my tender ribs. Something feels off about how quickly she pulls away, but I'm too tired to analyze it. At home, I carefully peel back the film to apply ointment. As I'm scrolling through Instagram, Emma's latest post catches my eye. A mirror selfie from last week, her hip barely visible above low-rise jeans. I zoom in, squinting at a dark mark peeking out. The longer I stare, the clearer it becomes. My hands start shaking. There, in familiar cursive script, is my boyfriend's name. Andrew. The phone slips from my numb fingers. The cherry blossoms on my side suddenly feel like they're burning, each delicate petal a brand of betrayal. I run to the bathroom and throw up, bile rising as memories replay with horrible new context. Emma's lingering hugs with Andrew, their inside jokes, the way she always knows his schedule. My best friend and my boyfriend, the 2 people I trust most in the world. I grab my phone, thumb hovering over Emma's contact. But what would I even say? The words lodge in my throat like broken glass. All those hours of her holding my hand today, pretending to be my sister, my support, while his name was hidden beneath her clothes, a secret written in ink. My reflection shows a stranger, pale, shaking, eyes too wide. The cherry blossoms mock me with their beauty, their promise of growth from pain. I trace their outline, feeling the raised skin. Fine. If they want to play with permanent marks, I can play too. But I won't scream or cry or beg for explanations. I'll make them regret ever thinking they could break me. The coffee maker gurgles and spits, its rhythm matching the pounding in my head. 3 a.m., and sleep feels like a foreign concept. I've been sitting in my dark kitchen for hours, phone face down on the counter, trying to make the world make sense again. Emma's Instagram post is still there. I've checked 12 times, like maybe I hallucinated the whole thing. But no. Andrew's name remains etched into her skin, a permanent reminder of their betrayal. My phone buzzes. Andrew. Missing you already. Dinner tomorrow. My fingers hover over the keyboard. Everything I want to type feels inadequate. How do you respond to someone who's been lying to your face? Someone who held you while you cried about trust issues, all while proving exactly why you have them? I leave him on read. The sun's barely up when I drag myself to work. Jasmine takes one look at me and pulls me into the break room. Okay, Spill. You look like you've seen a ghost. I almost laugh. A ghost would be easier to deal with than this. I'm fine. Just didn't sleep well. Bull. She slides me her coffee. This is your world-ending crisis face. I've seen it exactly twice, when you thought you bombed the Miller presentation and when Chris cheated on you. The memory of Chris makes my stomach turn. At least he had the decency to be obvious about it. This is so much worse. Emma got a new tattoo, I hear myself say. The words taste like ash. Jasmine raises an eyebrow. And this is causing your emotional breakdown because... It's Andrew's name. My voice cracks. My Andrew. Her brother. My boyfriend. Holy shit. Jasmine's coffee cup freezes halfway to her mouth. Are you sure? Maybe it's a different Andrew? Right above her hip. Cursive. The exact way he signs his name. The memory of his signature flashes through my mind. All those birthday cards, Christmas presents, love notes. How many similar notes has he written to Emma? That manipulative little... Jasmine stops herself. Have you confronted them? I shake my head. I can't face them yet. Every time I think about it, I feel like I'm drowning. Wait, Jasmine leans forward. Remember last month when Emma kept bailing on girls' night? She said she was working late, but Lauren swore she saw Emma's car at that new bar downtown. The pieces click into place. Andrew had been working late those nights too. My phone buzzes again. Emma this time. Lunch today? Need to show you something exciting. The audacity makes me want to scream. Instead, I type, can't today, swamped with work. You can't avoid them forever, Jasmine says gently. I'm not avoiding them. The lie feels bitter on my tongue. I'm just... waiting. For what? The break room door opens before I can answer. Lauren breezes in, her face lighting up when she sees us. Oh good, you're both here. Did you see Emma's post about the party next weekend? She's going all out. Apparently she has some big announcement to make. My heart stops. A party. An announcement. The implications hit me like a physical blow. What kind of announcement? My voice sounds distant, like it belongs to someone else. Lauren shrugs. She's being super secretive. But she specifically said everyone has to come, especially you, Sandra. Said it wouldn't be right without her best friend there. Best friend. The title feels like a knife twisting in my gut. After Lauren leaves, Jasmine grabs my arm. Sandra, what are you thinking? You've got that look. What look? The one that says you're about to do something either brilliant or terrible. I think about Emma's tattoo, hidden beneath designer clothes. About Andrew's messages waiting for responses I'll never send. About the party where they probably plan to go public thinking they control the narrative. Maybe both, I say, pulling out my phone. I need to make an appointment. For what? I show her the tattoo parlor's website, the same one where Emma and I sat just yesterday, where she held my hand and pretended everything was fine. If they want to play games with permanent ink, I say, my voice steady for the first time in hours, then they better be ready for me to play too. Jasmine's eyes widen as she realizes what I'm planning. Sandra, don't try to talk me out of it. I wasn't going to. She squeezes my hand. I was going to ask if you want company. For the first time since seeing Emma's post, I feel something other than pain. Something dangerous and electric and alive. Yes, I say, hitting the book now button. I definitely want company. The needle feels different this time. Yesterday, each prick was a promise of transformation. Today, it's revenge being etched into my skin, one painful dot at a time. You're sure about this? Dave asks again, concern creasing his forehead. 2 tattoos in 2 days is intense. I'm sure. My voice doesn't waver. Jasmine squeezes my hand just like Emma did yesterday. The parallel makes me sick. It's beautiful, Jasmine says, watching the design take shape on my hip, the exact same spot as Emma's tattoo. But are you ready for what happens when they see it? Before I can answer, my phone lights up. Andrew's face fills the screen. A photo from happier times, his green eyes crinkled with laughter. I let it ring. 7th missed call, Jasmine notes. He's getting worried. Good. The word comes out sharper than I intended. Let him worry. Let him wonder. Dave wipes away excess ink, revealing the script taking shape. Not Andrew's name. I'm not that obvious. Instead, it's a date, 07.15/22, the day Andrew first kissed me on Emma's back porch during her summer barbecue. The day that means everything to me and apparently nothing to them. My phone buzzes again. This time it's Emma. Hey babe, Andrew's freaking out, says you're not answering. Everything okay? The heart emoji makes bile rise in my throat. I show Jasmine the message. The audacity, she mutters. Playing concerned best friend while sleeping with my boyfriend? I finish. Yeah. Dave looks up, eyebrows raised. Damn, that's what this is about? Keep working, I say. But the story spills out anyway. By the time I finish, Dave's shaking his head. That's messed up. My ex pulled something similar. He adds another delicate number to the date. Found out she was seeing my cousin. Want to know what I did? Tell me you got revenge, I say. Better. I got therapy. He grins at my expression. Hey, sometimes the best revenge is healing yourself. This is my therapy. I gesture to the tattoo. Plus whatever happens at Emma's party. My phone lights up again. Grant this time. My brother's the only call I'll take right now. Hey, stranger, I answer, trying to sound normal. Don't hey, stranger me, he says. Why is Andrew blowing up my phone asking if you're okay? I'm fine. The lie comes easily now. Just busy. Sandra, his voice softens. What's really going on? The concern in his voice nearly breaks me. Grant's always been my protector ever since we were kids, but this time I need to fight my own battle. I'll tell you everything soon, I promise. Just trust me? He sighs. Always. But if Andrew hurt you... It's complicated. I watch Dave add the final touches to the date. I'll explain at Emma's party. After hanging up, I examine the finished tattoo in the mirror. The numbers look delicate, innocent, unless you know what they mean. Emma will know. Andrew will know. Perfect, I tell Dave. Exactly what I wanted. Jasmine follows me outside, into the humid evening air. What's the next step? I pull out my phone and finally reply to Emma's message. Everything's great. Can't wait for the party. Need help setting up. Damn, Jasmine whispers, reading over my shoulder. That's cold. I learned from the best. I hit send, then turn to Jasmine. Want to help me pick out an outfit? Something that might accidentally show off my new ink? You're terrifying, she says admiringly. I'm in. My phone pings with Emma's reply. Yes, please. Come early Saturday. Just you. Want some bestie time before everyone arrives? The nausea returns. How many times has she sent Andrew similar messages, arranging their secret meetings? You don't have to do this alone, Jasmine says, reading my expression. I can come with... No. I lock my phone. Decision made. I need to face her myself first. See if she'll confess. Give her one chance to come clean. And if she doesn't... I touch my hip, feeling the slight rays of fresh ink under the bandage. The date that meant the beginning of love for me and the beginning of betrayal for them. Then I'll make sure everyone at that party learns exactly who Emma and Andrew really are. My voice is steady, certain. And I'll do it in a way they'll never forget. Jasmine links her arm through mine as we walk to her car. Just promise me one thing. What? Promise you won't let revenge cost you yourself. I think about Dave's words about therapy, about Grant's protective instincts, about the person I was before discovering Emma's tattoo. I won't, I say. But as we drive away, I wonder if it's already too late for that promise. Emma's house looks exactly the same, but everything feels wrong. The wind chimes she bought last summer still tinkle on the porch. The welcome mat still reads, "Good vibes only" in faded letters. But now it all seems like a mask, hiding something rotten underneath. I'm an hour early for party setup as requested. My hip throbs where the fresh tattoo sits beneath my clothes, a constant reminder of why I'm here. Emma throws open the door before I can knock. "Sandra! God, I've missed you!" She pulls me into a hug that I force myself to return. "You've been so busy lately." "Work's been crazy," I lie, following her inside. The familiar scent of her vanilla candles makes my stomach turn. How many times has Andrew smelled these same candles in secret moments I don't want to imagine? "Help me with these streamers." She hands me one end of a silver ribbon. "I want everything perfect for tonight." "Big plans?" I keep my voice casual, watching her face. "You could say that." She grins, but something flickers in her eyes. "Actually, I'm glad you're here early. There's something I need to." The front door opens and Andrew walks in. My heart stops. I haven't seen him since discovering Emma's tattoo, haven't heard his voice except in voicemails I deleted without listening. He freezes when he sees me, eyes wide. "Sandra." He says my name like a prayer. "You're here." Emma's smile falters for a fraction of a second. "Andrew, I thought you were coming later." "I wanted to help set up." His eyes haven't left my face. "Sandra, can we talk? Please." The streamer crumples in my fist. Every practiced word, every planned confrontation evaporates. I'm not ready. Not for both of them at once. "I need to use the bathroom," I manage, turning away. "Sandra, wait." Andrew starts to follow, but Emma grabs his arm. "Let her go," I hear her whisper. "Not now." In the bathroom, I grip the sink until my knuckles turn white. My reflection shows someone I barely recognize. Pale, eyes too bright, jaw clenched. I lift my shirt, checking the bandage on my hip. The date sits there, waiting to be revealed. A knock makes me jump. "Sandra?" It's Emma. "You okay in there?" I open the door, forcing a smile. "Just feeling a little sick. Must have been something I ate." "Oh no." Her concern seems so genuine it makes me dizzy. "Should you go home? We can handle setup." "I'm fine." I straighten my shoulders. "Where's Andrew?" "Making a drink run." She fidgets with her bracelets, a nervous tell I've known for years. "Listen, about what I was trying to tell you before." My pulse quickens. Is she actually going to confess? "Emma?" Lauren's voice carries from the front door. "The caterers are here early." Emma hesitates. "Hold that thought." I watch her hurry away, her shirt riding up slightly. I catch a glimpse of the edge of her tattoo, my boyfriend's name on my best friend's skin. The next hour passes in a blur of party preparations. Andrew returns with drinks but doesn't try to approach me again. I catch him watching me though, his expression unreadable. "Almost party time," Emma announces finally. I should change. As she heads upstairs, my phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. "This is Chandler, Emma's ex. We need to talk before tonight. It's about Andrew." I stare at the message, remembering how suddenly Emma and Chandler broke up last year. She never gave anyone a clear reason why. "Sandra?" Andrew's voice makes me jump. He's standing in the doorway, hands shoved in his pockets. "Please, just let me explain." "Explain what?" My voice comes out steadier than I feel. "Why you've been ignoring my calls." The lie tastes bitter but necessary. He blinks. "What? I've been calling you for days." "Really? Must have been too busy with other things." I gesture vaguely upstairs where Emma's getting ready. Understanding dawns in his eyes, followed by something that looks almost like relief. "Oh God, Sandra, is that what you think? That's why you've been avoiding me?" Before he can say more, Emma calls down. "Andrew, can you help me with something?" He hesitates, looking torn. "Sandra, whatever you're thinking." "Go." I turn away. "Your sister needs you." The emphasis I put on sister makes him flinch. Good. As his footsteps fade upstairs, I look at Chandler's text again. My thumb hovers over the reply button. The front door opens as early guests start arriving. Soon the house will be full of people. Soon Emma will make her announcement. Soon everything will change. I type quickly, "Where can we meet?" Whatever Chandler knows, whatever Emma was trying to tell me, it doesn't matter. The time for explanations is over. I touch my hip where the date sits hidden, waiting. By tonight, everyone will know exactly what kind of people Emma and Andrew really are. The coffee shop buzzes with afternoon energy, but the corner booth where Chandler sits feels like its own quiet universe. He looks exactly as I remember, perpetually rumpled, like his thoughts are too big for his body. "Thanks for meeting me," he says as I slide into the seat across from him. "I know the timing's tight with Emma's party tonight. Just tell me what you know about Andrew." My patience for small talk died somewhere between discovering Emma's tattoo and watching them disappear upstairs together. Chandler takes a long sip of coffee. "First, you should know why Emma and I really broke up." "I don't need—" "You do." His voice is gentle but firm. "Because I found messages on her phone, not from Andrew, from Michael." The name hits me like a slap. Michael, whose name she got tattooed and covered up. Michael, who she claimed meant nothing. "She was seeing him our entire relationship," Chandler continues. "The tattoo wasn't a drunk mistake like she told everyone. It was planned. She wanted him to see it, to know he'd marked her permanently." My hands start shaking. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because you need to understand who Emma is. The tattoo, the secret meetings, the big revelation party. It's all part of her pattern. She gets off on the drama, on being the center of everyone's emotional universe." "And Andrew." My voice cracks on his name. Chandler's expression softens. "I saw him an hour ago at the gym. Sandra, he was buying an engagement ring." The world tilts sideways. "What?" "He's planning to propose, tonight, at the party." "But Emma's tattoo, have you actually seen it? Up close?" I think back. No, just the edge in that Instagram photo, just glimpses when her shirt rides up. "You need to talk to him," Chandler says. "Before tonight. Before Emma can—" My phone buzzes. "Jasmine. Where are you? Party's starting soon and Emma's acting weird." "I have to go." I stand up so quickly my chair scrapes the floor. "Sandra," Chandler catches my wrist. "Whatever you're planning with that new tattoo of yours, just remember, Emma's really good at turning people's weapons against them." The party's in full swing when I arrive. Music pulses through Emma's house, but all I can hear is my heartbeat. Andrew's getting engaged. To who? I spot him across the room, deep in conversation with Grant. My brother sees me first, eyes widening in recognition. "Sandra!" Emma appears at my elbow, cheeks flushed. "Perfect timing. I need you upstairs for a minute." "Actually," I start to pull away, but her grip tightens. "Please? Best friend privilege?" The stairs creak under our feet as she leads me to her bedroom. The same room where we've shared countless secrets, where I cried over Chris's cheating, where she held me and promised some people were still worth trusting. She closes the door and turns to face me. "I know you know." My heart stops. "About the tattoo," she continues. "I saw you checking your phone that night, zooming in on my photo." "Emma, let me show you." She lifts her shirt and there it is. Andrew's name in perfect cursive. Except, I step closer, squinting. The ink looks wrong. Fresh, but not healing like a real tattoo should. "It's temporary," Emma says softly. "For practice." "Practice? I'm getting Andrew tattooed for real next week, but not your Andrew." She pulls out her phone, shows me a message thread with another Andrew, her new boyfriend, a guy she met at work. "I wanted to be sure about the placement before making it permanent. I was trying to tell you earlier, but then everyone showed up." The room spins. "But you and my Andrew, the late nights, the secret meetings, planning his proposal to you, you idiot." She laughs, but there are tears in her eyes. "He's been freaking out for weeks, wanting everything perfect. The party tonight, it's not my announcement, it's his, yours. God, Sandra, what did you think was happening?" My legs give out and I sink onto her bed. Everything realigns. The missed calls, the worried texts, the way they both kept trying to talk to me. Oh, God! Horror rises in my throat. Emma, I got a tattoo. What? I lift my shirt, showing her the date. Her eyes widen as she recognizes it. Your first kiss with Andrew, she whispers. Sandra, that's actually really sweet. Why do you look like you're about to throw up? Because I planned to use it as a weapon, because I nearly destroyed everything based on a misunderstanding and a temporary tattoo. Music floats up from downstairs. Soon Andrew will propose. Soon I'll have to face what I almost did to the people I love most. Emma! My voice shakes. I really messed up. The party thrums below us as I tell Emma everything, the misunderstanding, my rage, the revenge I'd planned. With each word, the weight of what I almost did grows heavier. I was going to humiliate you, I finish, voice barely a whisper. In front of everyone. Emma's quiet for a long moment. I get it. What? Sandra, you thought your boyfriend and best friend betrayed you. Of course you went nuclear. She squeezes my hand. I would have. The forgiveness in her voice makes everything worse. But I didn't trust you, either of you. I just assumed, because that's what Chris did to you. Emma's tone hardens. He's the one who broke your trust, made you expect the worst, not you. Before I can respond, Jasmine bursts in. There you are. Andrew's looking for... Wait, what's wrong? I open my mouth to explain, but Emma cuts me off. Just helping Sandra fix her makeup. Big night, right? Jasmine's eyes narrow. Right. The announcement. About that. What? Emma and I ask simultaneously. Lauren overheard Andrew on the phone earlier. Something about the ring not being ready. My heart sinks. After everything, I've ruined his proposal plans too. He's probably cancelling tonight, I say, because I've been avoiding him all week. No. Emma stands up, determination blazing in her eyes. No way are we letting your trust issues and my stupid temporary tattoo ruin this. Come on. She grabs my hand and pulls me toward her closet, throwing it open to reveal a familiar garment bag. Is that the dress you tried on last month? The one that made Andrew stop mid-sentence when you showed him the photo? Yeah. She pulls it out. Deep green silk that flows like water. Put it on. Emma. Put it on. Jasmine helps me change while Emma disappears downstairs. The dress fits perfectly, the silk cool against my skin, against my new tattoo. Oh, God, I freeze. The tattoo. What if he sees it? He won't, Jasmine assures me. Not unless you want him to. Emma returns with Andrew's sister Lauren in tow. Okay, slight change of plans. Andrew's in the backyard having some kind of crisis with Grant. Lauren, you're on brother duty. Keep him there 10 more minutes. Lauren grins. On it. Also, Sandra. Whatever's going on, I'm team you guys. Always. After she leaves, Emma turns to me. Jasmine. I need you to gather everyone in the living room. Sandra, you're coming with me. She leads me to her parents' old room, now her home office. A small jewellery box sits on the desk. What's that? Open it. Inside is a ring. Simple, elegant, exactly what I would have chosen. Beside it is a note in Andrew's handwriting, in case the jeweller doesn't finish in time. It's his grandmother's ring, Emma explains. The backup plan. He's been so focused on getting a new one designed that he forgot he already had perfect sitting right here. My vision blurs. Emma, listen to me. She grabs my shoulders. My brother has been in love with you since before he knew what love was. He spent 3 months planning the perfect proposal, then spent this week thinking he'd somehow lost you. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to take this ring, walk downstairs looking like an absolute goddess, and save both your happiness and his sanity. Okay? A knock at the door makes us jump. It's Grant. Andrew's about to come inside, he says. Whatever you're planning, do it fast. Emma presses the ring box into my hands. Your choice, Sandra. Trust or fear. But choose now. Music drifts up from downstairs. Our song, the one playing during that first kiss on Emma's porch. The date inked on my hip suddenly feels different. Not a weapon anymore, but a reminder of when I chose love over fear the first time. Jasmine, I say, I need you to help me adjust this dress. She grins, understanding immediately. How much hip do you want showing? All of it. Emma's eyes widen as I reveal the tattoo. Sandra, are you sure? I am. Because maybe trust isn't about never being afraid. Maybe it's about being terrified and choosing love anyway. Grant, I hand him the ring box. Give this to Andrew. Tell him to meet me in the living room. My brother's face splits into a proud grin. About damn time. As their footsteps fade, I take one last look in the mirror. The dress, the tattoo, the certainty in my eyes, all of it feels right in a way nothing has since I first saw Emma's Instagram post. Ready? Emma asks softly. I think of Andrew downstairs, probably as scared as I am. Think of the life we could build, if I'm brave enough to trust it. Ready. The living room falls silent as I descend the stairs, the silk dress whispering against my skin. Andrew stands by the fireplace, still in his gym clothes, looking completely lost until his eyes find mine. Time seems to slow. The crowd parts between us like a scene from a movie, but this isn't a perfect romantic moment. This is messy and real, him confused and hurting, me terrified but determined, both of us trying to find our way back to trust. Sandra, he starts, taking a step forward. I've been trying to... Wait. My voice shakes, but I keep going. I need to show you something first. The room holds its breath as I turn slightly, letting the dress fall just enough to reveal my hip. Andrew's eyes widen as he recognizes the date. July 15th, I say softly. The night you kissed me on Emma's porch. The night I decided to trust love again, even though it terrified me. Understanding dawns in his eyes. When did you... 2 days ago. When I thought... I swallow hard. When I convinced myself you and Emma were... A pained sound escapes him. That's why you weren't answering my calls? Sandra, how could you think? Because it was easier than trusting. The words burst out raw and honest. Because Chris destroyed my faith in love, and then I saw Emma's tattoo, and I broke. I let fear win. Emma's tattoo? His brow furrows. Then, oh God, the practice one? For her new Andrew? I nod, feeling smaller with each word. I jumped to conclusions. Planned this whole revenge scheme. I was going to use this tattoo to hurt you both, to prove I couldn't be broken because I was already broken. Tears slip down my cheeks, but I force myself to continue. But that's not who I want to be. I don't want fear to win anymore. Andrew crosses the space between us in 3 quick steps. His hands cup my face, thumbs brushing away tears. Sandra Lewis, his voice cracks. You are the most frustrating, amazing, completely insane woman I have ever met. A watery laugh escapes me. That's not exactly a compelling proposal. No? He reaches into his pocket, pulls out his grandmother's ring. How about this? I love you. Even when you're jumping to crazy conclusions. Even when you're plotting elaborate revenge tattoos. Even when you're driving me absolutely nuts, avoiding my calls. The room has disappeared. There's only Andrew, only this moment. I had this whole perfect proposal planned, he continues. Romantic speech, new ring, everything. But you know what? This feels right. Us being completely imperfect together. He drops to one knee, and my heart stops. I want all of it, your trust issues, your protective walls, your huge heart that loves so fiercely even when you're scared. I want to spend my life proving that love doesn't have to hurt, that trust can be a choice we make every day. Emma appears at my side, squeezing my hand. On my other side, Grant grins through tears he'll later deny. So, Andrew holds up the ring. Will you marry me? Promise to trust me even when it's terrifying, to let me love you even when you're plotting my downfall, to... Yes, I cut him off, dropping to my knees in front of him. Yes to all of it. The ring slides onto my finger, a perfect fit, just like us. Not because we're flawless, but because we choose each other despite our flaws. The room erupts in cheers. Emma hugs us both, crying happy tears. Jasmine whistles loudly. Lauren starts the music again. But I'm frozen in this moment, looking at Andrew's face, seeing the love there, the forgiveness, the promise of a future built on choosing trust over fear. I'm sorry, I whisper, for not trusting you. I'm sorry too. He touches my hip gently, where the date sits permanently inked. But I kind of love that you got this, even if it was meant for revenge. It's not revenge anymore, I say. It's a reminder of the night I first chose you and of today when I chose you again. He kisses me then, soft and sure, tasting of promises and new beginnings. Around us the party swirls back to life, Emma already planning engagement celebrations, Grant pretending he's not emotional, Jasmine documenting everything for posterity. But here, in the circle of Andrew's arms, I finally understand what real trust means. It's not the absence of fear, it's finding someone worth being brave for. And I'm ready to be brave every day for the rest of our lives. The party's winding down when I find Chandler on Emma's back porch, exactly where this whole story began. He's nursing a beer, looking thoughtful. You were wrong, I say, sitting beside him. About Emma, about all of it. He smiles, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Was I? Or did I just tell you what you needed to hear? The question hits me like a physical blow. What do you mean? You needed a push, he says simply, to confront things. I saw you spiraling, avoiding Andrew, letting fear win. Sometimes the best way to force someone to face the truth is to make them defend it. Understanding dawns slowly. You knew about the proposal. Emma told me last week, asked me to help if I could. He takes another sip of beer. The temporary tattoo was her idea too. Brilliant, really. She knew you'd see it, knew exactly how you'd react. She manipulated me? The engagement ring suddenly feels heavy on my finger. No. Emma's voice makes us both turn. She's standing in the doorway, arms crossed. I protected you. From yourself. By lying. By showing you what happens when you let fear tell the story. She sits on my other side. I knew you'd either run away forever or fight for the truth. I bet on you fighting. The night air feels electric with revelation. The Instagram post, the party timing, Chandler's warning. You orchestrated all of it? Not all of it, Chandler says. The tattoo you got, the way you chose trust in the end, that was all you. Inside, I can see Andrew through the window laughing with Grant. The sight makes my heart squeeze. I should be angry, I say slowly. But you're not, Emma finishes, because you understand why I did it. She's right. A week ago, I was ready to destroy my relationships over assumptions and fear. Now I'm wearing Andrew's grandmother's ring, carrying a date on my hip that represents choice rather than revenge. Thank you, I whisper. Both of you. Don't thank me, Chandler stands, brushing off his jeans. Thank her. It takes a special kind of love to risk losing someone in order to save them from themselves. After he leaves, Emma and I sit in comfortable silence. The same wind chimes that seemed so false this morning now sound like music. So, she nudges my shoulder. When are you getting Andrew's name tattooed? I laugh. Never, but... I touch my hip where the date sits. I might add to this one. Make it about more than just that first kiss. Like what? Like today's date. When I learned that trust isn't about being certain. It's about choosing to believe in love, even when fear tries to write a different story. Emma's eyes fill with tears. God, marriage is going to make you even more disgustingly poetic, isn't it? Probably. I grab her hand. You know you're my maid of honor, right? No temporary tattoo required. Please, she scoffs. I was your maid of honor before you even met Andrew. Speaking of which, Andrew appears in the doorway looking at us with soft amusement. Can I steal my fiancé? The word makes my stomach flip. Emma stands, kissing both our cheeks before heading inside. Andrew takes her place, pulling me close. You okay? You've been out here a while? Just thinking. I trace the outline of his grandmother's ring. About stories. The ones fear tells us, and the ones love helps us write instead. And which story are you choosing? I look up at him. at the man who waited through my silence, who understood my fear without letting it break us, at my best friend inside, who loved me enough to risk losing me, at the date inked on my skin, permanent as my choice to trust. Ours, I say simply. The real one, not perfect, but perfectly us. He kisses me then, soft and sure, tasting of promises and new beginnings. Above us, stars punctuate the dark like periods at the end of sentences, marking the close of one chapter and the start of another. But this isn't an ending. It's a choice. One I'll make every day with every breath, with every beat of my trusting, terrified, completely loved heart. Some stories are written in ink, others in rings and promises. The best ones, I've learned, are written in the spaces between fear and faith, where love teaches us to choose trust, again and again and again.